Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome everybody again to another Lions Clubcast. We are 2002 episode 2. We have a really great guest for you tonight. Lion Sam, take it away. Who do we have here?
Well, first of all, before we introduce the man, I just want to say I'm still riding high off that last episode.
Absolutely.
Everything went smoothly, getting good feedback, and let this party begin. And episode 2, if we don't include our intro,
intros and intros. It's like a pilot, right? You know?
Yeah, we had our pilot, but now it's
Advertising.
the real deal, and you know it's the real deal when you bring in Mr. President, the man, Alan. How do you pronounce your last name, dude?
Alan, go ahead, introduce yourself, man.
All right, my name is Alan Cicatiello, just another Hammonton Italian. But yes, I'm president of the Hammonton Lions Club, and it's an honor to be here. I've watched the other episodes. Yeah, that last episode, I have some big shoes to fill.
Ooh, yes,
that was a good one. So I'm ready.
It was. It's good. So we're really excited on this. So why don't we just go ahead and just dive right in here? So Alan, tell us a little bit. How long have you been a Lion? Tell us a little bit about your history of being a Lion for the Hammonton Lions.
Sure. So I've been a Lion for 27 years. Lion Pet Aloisio, he got me involved. He said, classmate of mine. We've been friends since we were 6 years old. He's a member. He was a member, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you come and check this out? It's a great organization. We do a lot of good things." I said, "Sure, let's go. Let's do it." So I went to a couple meetings, and here I am 27 years later. I've been a president a couple times. I was a president 21 years ago also. Ran a lot of some of the things that we do. I was involved with and in charge of. So
Alan, with all the responsibility, you do so much for the Lions Club. You must be super proud of it, and we'll get into that later. But before you joined into the Lions Club, was this stuff that you were already doing? Were you already doing charity work, or did you just go into this thing almost blind and here you are today?
Yeah, I kind of went into it blind. I never really did a whole lot of charity. Was in no other organizations or anything like that. The normal things around helping other people. If anybody needed any help with anything, our family.
But nothing like on this.
Nothing like
scale.
this level. No, nothing like this. This has been unbelievable.
And when you joined, did you dive in head first, or did your growth with this organization, was it something that grew over time?
To be honest, back then they kind of pushed you right in, and you dove in. So after my first year, I was running the gold raffle, which was a huge event, and I was doing other events, and they kind of made you dive right in, and if you wanted to go, they were just not pushing, but saying, yeah, let's do it, and we always want new blood, the same way we brought you guys in, and look what's happening now, podcasts going all over the world. This is what the Lions Club does.
You guys have done a really good job. And this podcast is not about me, but I do want to say, because it has to do with you and with Lion Mike and everyone else, right off the bat, man, here in Hammonton, you Lions know how to make a new member feel important right off the bat. So, I was motivated from the jump, but with guys like you motivating me and making me feel like I'm an important part of this organization, man, it just motivates you to do 10 times as much. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, Alan, why don't you announce too, at the end of last year, right, you received a little award, or it's not so little, but, it was your second one, I believe. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was honored. I received the Melvin Jones Award, which is the highest award given in the Lions Club. Of course, he's our founder. And it was quite an honor. It's my second one. So, when you try and do the right things and help people and help with the club and try and make everything run smoothly, yeah, that's quite an honor. I was humbled by that.
Yeah, and as you should be. And actually, you know, we never really talked about it on the podcast, but Lion Sam, you and your wife received quite an award last year that you should actually be proud of, and you should talk about it.
Well, I didn't even expect an award. I mean, we have it hanging up in our school for everyone to see because we're so proud of it. And yeah, to work hard to see the benefits of your hard work is enough prize as it is. But to be recognized by the people that you respect and love, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And I said it there, man. There's guys like Alan there. There's guys like Mike, and I mean Art, and everybody there are people that I love and respect. So to get that kind of award, I mean, it was just something that we're gonna appreciate. Lisa and I are gonna appreciate and cherish for the rest of our lives. It was just so cool. So much appreciated. Much appreciated.
No, that's good. So, Alan, so tell us, like, in your own words, what does being a lion mean to you? Like when you said it, because listen, part of the reason why we're doing this podcast is to get the word out of what it is to be a lion, right? And we use the word lionism within our club, and you say that outside the club, people are like, "What the heck is he talking about, lionism?" In your words, like, what does being a lion mean to you?
And dude, I don't want to interrupt, man. I want to add something to that, Mike. I really do. To this question, because there was always a time for all of us before the lion. So when you answer these kind of questions, it's like, what would the answer be that would motivate me as a pre-lion? Someone that would get these young kids that like, wait a minute, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that. How do I join? So I'm sure your answer was going to be that anyway. So yeah, man, like, what is it about being a lion that's so special?
Well, the thing that I love about being a lion is in this community, the way we can help community members. And we do branch out all over, the world, because we are a worldwide organization. But this community in Hammonton is what got me involved, really digging deep into it. And I knew some of the members that were in Lions when I joined. Sal Velarde, Art Orsi. Short story, Art Orsi gave me my first haircut.
Oh,
how about that? as a little, yeah. So I knew some of the members, and I always would see them around, and I knew some of the things that they did. So when Lion Pat asked me to join, I was like, oh, this is great. Okay, this is something I love. I love to help people, so I can get involved in the community and helping just raise money. And the one good thing I do love about the Lions is all the money that we raise, we give. We don't have, all these CEOs and these people that make money. Whatever we give, it goes right back out to help people. And that's what I would tell the kids. If you want to get involved in something that is worthwhile, so come to one of our meetings. Come to like we have our Leo Club guys at the high school. When they come to the events and they see what we do, wow, it's pretty cool. They get excited and they're like, yeah, you know what? This is fun. This is something that we can get involved in because, it's not boring. We do a lot of great things and we have a lot of fun doing it. And it's such a worthwhile cause. That's why I continue, over 27 years. So it's great. I got my wife involved. I'm going to get my son involved now that he's.
Well, your daughter's involved, right?
My daughter is the president of she was last year the president of the Leo Club at the high school. And now this year they just finally got somebody involved, and we're going to start getting the Leo Club members involved again. They just had a meeting, so we finally got an advisor at the school.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, the Leo Club is based out of our high school, and it is high school students who want to join up, and they are affiliated with the Hammonton Lions, and they do things on their own to support Lionism, and we bring them into events that we have to help support us at events that we have, and they've been fantastic over the years. So it's definitely a key thing, and and I'm sure, like I've done to my kids, because my kids are involved and they're always volunteering, and it got to the point when the boys helped set up actually for our holiday party. And we were just telling them, because my oldest son is ready for National Honor Society. He was like, well, that's, an hour of volunteer time. He goes, like, this was volunteer time. He volunteers so much and is so second nature. He didn't even know that time was volunteering. Mm-hmm. Like, he just thought it was just something you do. It was such a great thing. So it's become just a second nature. I'm sure Sam is going to do that for his kids. It's a great thing. And I agree, Alan, it is a great cause and a great thing to be involved in for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. My kids were little. So yeah, when like I said, my oldest is 28 and then I have one 21 to be 22 and then Alyssa's will be 18 in a couple of days. So yeah, they've come to meetings in their pajamas when they were little. We had the drag. Yeah, there was at one of our dinner at the installation dinner, my wife, Lion Alan, she was going to be getting an award and didn't know it. And we weren't really the kids weren't feeling that good. It was late and we were like, I don't know if we're going to make it. And they called me on the phone, like, you have to get her there. Like, all right, kids.
Wait a second.
I rounded the kids up in their pajamas and I had to tell. She's like, what are we doing? I said, well, we have to go to this meeting.
Did Alan just trigger something? A Lions pajama meeting.
I'm ready for that.
I'm now the gears are in motion now.
Dude, can we talk about some Lions Club pajamas? Can we make that available? Because I would buy one immediately, sir.
Dude, come on. That's going to happen. Absolutely.
Yes, Lions Club and comfort. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So, Alan, going off what you were saying, like, I've already had my kids starting off with their volunteer work. They helped me with Field of Dreams, where they were literally on the baseball field with kids who needed help. They were helping one-on-one. I had nothing to do with it. I just watched. And not only that, but they get to see me and their mother do volunteer work ourselves and make an impact. And it lets them see, like, my parents are doing this. Seems like a good thing. Maybe I should as well. And I have to imagine that your kids have seen you do some pretty incredible things over these, however long they've been alive. But you've been doing it for 27 years. Yeah. Out of those 27 years, is there one thing that stands out to you as the thing that you're just so proud of? There's something that if someone asked you, like, what have you done for the Lions Club? This is what you would tell them.
I would say it's the ALS walk that we did. When we started that's when I was the president the first go around, and Ocean City was having the ALS walk, was their inception, the first year. And it just happened that we had a member, Mr. Jack Pagano, had ALS and had passed away. And we were just the way wheels are turning here. That's what we were like, you know what? We just happened to see it when we were in Ocean City. Hey, they're having this ALS walk. And that was it. And boom, me and Ann, we called Mrs. Pagano, his kids, and said, listen, we're going to do this. Jack was a great Lion, and we want to honor him in this. And we got donations, and now for the past 22 years, I believe it is, since its beginning, we had Jack's Pack. I mean, we had banners, we had T-shirts, and we were surprised. We go there, and it's on the boardwalk, and you walk. They say you go walk, but it's just cool. You're walking, but people are running and diving in shops.
I'm going into stores, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going into stores.
A lot of people do that.
Pizza. Yeah, you're getting a mac and, then it was mac and mango, now mango. But and
you can walk with a pizza in your hand. Why
absolutely.
Not?
And the amount of people that you don't realize with ALS that we have touched and we have donated, we've raised over $25,000, close to $30,000 that we have done our club each year that we get involved with that. So
that's significant money. That's significant money.
Yeah. So that was that's one that I'm really proud of that we started, because we started it.
Cool.
There's other things that, the gold raffle. I've run the gold raffle now, what it's evolved to. That was always a great event. You guys, I don't know if you remember, Mike,
I only know it as a great cash giveaway.
Correct. It used to be a huge event at Kerrybrook here in town. 450 people would attend. It was a dinner. People got dressed up. They gave a car away. There was gold bars in the way beginning before me. And I mean, it was a really big event, but it just got too much to do, and we've kind of dwindled it down. And as prices came up of food, and we're like, you know what, we're not making as much as we want to, and then we just evolved to what we have today of just with the tickets and selling the tickets, and that's it. But we had baskets that we gave away, door prizes, 50-50s going off all over the room. People involved in that, little groups. That was really a cool event. And so yeah, there were a couple of them, but I would say that ALS walk is
that's good.
Because we started it. Because we started that.
So what would you say then, Alan? And again, the ALS walk, again, it is a fantastic thing that we do. But what would you say then, if I had to say an unforgettable moment or experience with the club that you're proud of? Do you have one that really stands out?
Yes. I was just talking about this, and Sam, you just brought it up. Field of Dreams.
Oh.
The first time we went to Field of Dreams, I'm a baseball player. I've played my whole life. I played until I was 38 years old or whatever. And
was that like 3 years ago?
Yeah. Now I couldn't walk the first. But anyway, that's a different story.
Just stretch out, man. I'm sure you got it.
But Field of Dreams, that when we first went there, and we can bring our kids, and the same thing, having them on the field with the other kids, just watching that, and the whole event. We would run the stand at that time. We still have that picture. My kids were little. In the stand, they used to give away food, hot dogs. We made the hot dogs and the drinks, and everything is donated there. And just my kids loved it. They were like, "Oh, you want a hot dog? Here's a hot dog." Everybody that comes, they don't have to pay for anything, and you're just giving the stuff away, and you're seeing all these kids playing baseball that are, handicapped kids that normally aren't in the Little League, and they created this for them. It just blows your mind. If it's anybody that hasn't been to Field of Dreams in Absecon, look it up and go there in the springtime and just enjoy it.
I can relate, man. Being able to help these kids that you want to help so much, but also having your own kids as part of it, and they're watching you do it. Something really special about that, Alan. I couldn't agree more. Now, I have one more question. And this is actually for Mike, and I don't want things to get too crazy, but let's get real, Mike. Now,
give it to me.
When I first joined the Lions, Lion Mike was my president. And, I love Mike. I love Alan. I love both you guys. You guys always bring the thunder. I have my own opinion, but Mike, as someone who is the former president of the Hammonton Lions Club, I got to ask, Alan has taken the seat. How do you think President Allen has been holding it down for our club here in Hammonton?
Well, listen, that's an easy answer. So, Alan's done it before. Is it different in its own ways than it was the last time Alan was president? Absolutely, but Alan has adopted everything, believed in. Again, we're going to talk about real quick about. We talk about it on every podcast, but Springfest, right? I mean, he dove right in. Alan is a believer in it. He's a believer in everything that we've adopted in the Lions since he's been a Lion and since he was a former president. I think he's doing great. Again, we're full steam ahead, and we support. We support each other. Just because I am just Lion Mike now doesn't mean I'm not here to help and support. And we have other Lions that are stepping up to become president in next coming years. Some who've never been, some who may have been before. But our job as presidents and past presidents is to support each other, and nobody fails. It's just to make them all succeed and do whatever it takes. So I'm very confident, and I'm very happy with what Alan's doing, or King Lion Alan is doing, because it's nothing that he hasn't done before. He's supporting everything that we're doing now. He's behind it all. So I have no issues. I'm very happy about it.
What about all those things you told me earlier, though?
Well, that was before we were recording.
Oh, okay.
That's what video editing's all about.
Yes.
And actually, I could probably make it say like that you said it. So you better watch.
Oh,
I got the tools here, man.
There you go.
So
touche.
That's good. So yeah, I mean, Sam, before we I guess there's a question for one more for Alan before we get into the wrapping up part of this, because I can't believe it's already been over 17 minutes that we've been on this already. Alan, if there was a message that you wanted to send to others or pass it on to Lions or non-Lion members or anything like that, who would be listening to this podcast, what would you say? First, like to any Lions and then any non-Lions to want to join?
Yeah, I would say 2 words: get involved. I mean, it's as simple as that. In your community, you know everything about your community, and you know who needs help and where it needs to go. Get involved. The Lions Club, that's what we do. People have problems. They know that we're Lions. I don't know if you've, Sam, early yet. Mike, I'm sure you have got it on the street, walking around. People come up and they know you're a Lion, and they ask you, hey, I have this thing. Do you think you guys can help? I mean, that's what we do. So my message is get involved. No matter how big or how small. If it's donating a canned good to a food drive, simple as that. Become a member. That would be awesome. And then get involved. Join the activities. Run a group. And then if you want to escalate into the leadership, they're there. Talking about being president, and that the whole Hammonton motto was the Hammonton Lions won't let you fail to any president. And that's what they told me 20 years ago when I was first president, and it still holds true. The Lions won't let you fail. So yeah, that's what
I agree. Involved. That's well said, Alan. I totally agree with that. Getting involved is the key. And then once in a blue moon, I'll get a couple real 2 funny stories I get as a Lion is because, Carol Orsi does a great job with our PR and getting us into the local paper, the Gazette. What I get mostly is when we're out to dinner and everything, I get from either somebody that's there or a host or something like, you look familiar. You look really, really familiar to me. Where have I seen you before? And I was like, I don't know. Probably from the paper, I said, or something like that. You don't want to say. One time I was in Bags, and we just got done doing the most recent Citizen of the Year, and we got the front page of the Gazette, and it was sitting right next to the register, and the girl was ringing me out, and she's looked at me. She's like, look at me, looking at the Gazette. She goes, hey, is that you? Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's me. She's like, oh, wow, that's great. And then she wanted to know what that was all about. And I said, hey, you should read and see, and you'll get to understand. But, so to your point, yeah, you do get recognized on that. Sam, you're recognized in town for all other reasons, dude. You do so much and all that stuff, dude. But some of it's legal, some of it's not. So it's touchy,
Yeah. But now there's pictures of flying off the top rope.
No such thing as bad press. All right,
it's not the truth. It's not the truth. So we're going to move into the last segment here, and Sam, you got something lined up here?
Oh, I've got 3 things lined up, 3 questions. Alan has no idea what these questions are. So, Alan, we got question number 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead, choose.
Number 3.
3 it is. Okay. So you work hard, but sometimes you have to relax. So, what is your favorite place to relax in a chair and just hang out and enjoy the view?
Oh, that's easy. That's at the beach. Take me to the beach, put me in a chair, and I can sit there all day long. And
all day?
Listen to the waves come in, and yes, absolutely.
I feel like a lot of people will agree with you on that answer.
Yeah. I would, 100% would, absolutely.
Would you, Mike? Would that be your answer as well, Mike?
It is. I mean, a lot of times when we went to, we rented beach houses, Outer Banks and all that. My favorite time of the day was getting up before everyone, grabbing a cup of coffee and just getting, whether it's on a balcony overlooking the ocean or just being on the ocean, just having a morning coffee, watching the sunrise, and you're just chilling. You just think that you're the only person on the beach in the world and all that, and you just all your thoughts to yourself. I think that's cool. What about you, Sam?
You know me. I'm not the type to just enjoy the waves as much as I wish I could, because it seems like something people really like. But I found out where my favorite place to sit and relax is, and it's I found it out this weekend. This weekend I had a professional wrestling match, but it was early in the card. So when my match was over, I got changed, and my family was there in the audience. So once the nerves were down, my match was over, and I could relax, being able to sit in that audience and watch a professional wrestling show with my family after I performed. That's my answer.
Awesome.
That was a wonderful place to be, guys.
I totally agree. So I mean, this has been really good. And before we go, so I mean, obviously with the holiday season right around the corner, so and we are good. And one thing I like to wrap up is as we talk about what the Lions are doing now and everything. So I've talked about in previous podcasts about St. Christopher's Hospital we do for the food, but we just got done doing collecting from all the Lions for Secret Santa for a patient in the area who is a patient of St. Christopher's who has some form of cancer, is getting treatment there. They do a wish list. And this year we got a wish list from a boy, and he has two sisters, and we buy for the whole all the children, and the Lions again killed it. We went above and beyond. Not only did they get everything they asked for, but additional things with it. I was able to get the Chromecast laptops for all the kids. They didn't ask for them, but they got that, and the parents got it too. I think we have gift cards to Walmart and ShopRite equaling about $450 on that, on top of the gifts. It's just been, again, times are tough, money's tight, inflation, all that, but we still came through and we killed it. So that's a big kudos. I'll have pictures that will show up in this podcast of the gift bags and stuff like that. So it just it makes me feel good that, when the holidays come around and, the family gets to wake up on that holiday and they don't have to worry about, Santa kids, did Santa forget me? Did, we going to get anything? They got it all. So that's a great feeling. So awesome. Lion Alan, King Lion Alan, any final thoughts or anything like that?
I would just like to thank and let everybody know that's watching this podcast that was Lion Mike with that did that for that Secret Santa, that he has brought that to fruition and keeps doing that every year. And we appreciate that you do that. Our club gets the recognition, but you spearhead that. And that's what the Hammonton Lions Club does. People take the rein, they take the bull by the horns and they go with it and they keep it going. And we appreciate everything that you did.
Thank you.
For that. And
thanks, King.
And everything else that we accomplish, all the other Lions in our Hammonton Lions Club, they all step up and they all support everything that we do. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
Alan, we appreciate you, and we definitely appreciate everyone listening. And if you're listening and you like what you hear and you want to support us, please, a big way you can support us is to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Those two things will show your support and really help this podcast get out to other Lions and other possible future Lions.
Yes.
Absolutely. Way to go, Sam. King Lion Alan, Lion Sam, I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone from listening to this. And to repeat what Lion Sam said, like, subscribe. Let's get this out there. We got a lot of podcasts to come. Wishing everyone a happy holiday. Stay safe. And hey, thank you, everyone. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Rock and roll.
Yes, thank you.